You like Purple Rain?
Prince just dropped a single.
He's dead.
I know.
Oh
It was
my God.
weird.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Requiem for a Tuesday. Adam Pecora here with Justis.
And I do like Purple Rain. I've listened to it once or twice.
What about the movie?
I haven't seen it.
It sucks.
Right.
That movie's bad.
I've heard.
I don't really get Prince.
He's like,
He can shred. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
he's just like soul,
Yeah.
It's like
He's
this,
like an essence.
this new version
He's
of,
not a person.
of
you know?
music.
Like, he's a vibe.
It's true.
He's like not. You know what I mean?
Weren't they at Prince's party in New Girl? Why do I feel like that
Yeah,
was a
he
thing?
was on the show.
Yeah. He had an appearance.
Correct. How are you on your phone already? We just started.
I'm looking at
This guy's unbelievable.
I'm looking at Prince. I love the visual. I gotta have the visual.
Anyway, rate, review, and subscribe to Requiem for a Tuesday. Apple, Spotify, Stitcher's going away, Justis. Fun fact.
Damn. Well, let's go jump on Stitcher for a little bit.
Yeah, everybody use Stitcher while you can. It may already be gone. I don't remember. the
Uh-oh.
date. Whatever.
In that case.
Don't use that. Google Podcasts, we're on them all. Check the links in the description below. Justis, when's your show coming out?
Soon, everybody. Soon.
Like an episode may happen.
Yeah. We keep it rolling.
How many are supposed to be left?
There's 3 in the bank right now.
You're just holding them?
Yeah, just running them,
Just waiting?
Yep. It's going real great.
For what?
For what do you mean?
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. Nothing.
That makes no... You know that makes no sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be out soon. Microwaveminutes.com.
Yeah.
It's great.
Did you register a domain?
Yeah.
That's
I've
right.
had it.
That's right. I knew that.
So you can go to microwaveminutes.com right now.
It's
all there.
You have a lot of websites.
It's true.
How many domain names do you run actively?
Like 3 or 4. It's going really great.
Go ahead, plug them.
punchjustice.com, uselessambulance.com, and microwaveminutes.com, and I think that's it. I think it's 3.
Okay.
I think it's 3.
Cool. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Are they all the same?
No,
Okay.
they're not. No, one of them is not even finished, but you can check it out.
All right.
It's just it relinks you to a bunch of other shit, but it's still there. Because I think that holding space on the internet is kind of important. It's a big place.
Yeah,
you gotta claim something.
You have real estate?
Yeah, you gotta.
Sure.
We don't. You and I don't. We're not into like, video games and stuff. So there's another whole other space on the internet for that. And you got.
What are you talking about? What? What?
I'm just talking about the internet.
Like, so you're saying the only other side of the internet that we don't go on is video game stuff?
I mean, how often are you like streaming?
Never. Do you think? Do you think the internet is like
Mostly
your websites and then Twitch.com and that's it? Like, I just don't understand the.
I don't know.
You're like, there's a whole other world out there, man. There's people playing video games.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, streaming is a really big part of, the internet.
Yeah, you try to go live all the time.
Yeah, it goes decent.
No, it doesn't.
Are you not on it at all?
No.
Right on. Do you do like Twitch at all?
No, I don't even have it. I don't even have Xbox Live. I can't even play games online.
Why not?
Because you have to pay for it.
Yeah, that's true.
And then your connection's shitty, and then you're just angry.
Yeah, it's
like, why? I don't enjoy this.
You got to get a faster internet. You got to pay more.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the logic that happens. And then it's like, oh, well, then you need to upgrade this and then that, and then you need the headset. And then it's like, well, or I could just like get high, put on a podcast, and just play. I'm in 2040 on the New York Giants in one of my franchise modes. And
That's fun.
And the new Madden's about to come out, and I'm going to restart them all from scratch again.
Right on.
It's going to be great. I love it.
Yeah.
I had no qualms.
Yeah.
Got a really good team in 2K23 as well.
I've never played a sports game.
Yeah. Well, see?
Basketball or football, nothing.
That's shocking. What about Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
Just a little?
I haven't played it recently.
Not
that's
a big
for sure.
Tony Hawk guy?
It's not something that I revisit. I don't know. I wish that I could play Skate if I could play anything. Like skate related.
I have Skate 2.
That sounds fun.
Or no, I have Skate 3.
But what is it on? Is it on Xbox?
Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with an Xbox controller.
It's the same. They're the same. They have the exact same layout. The joysticks are just in different places. That's it.
There's just a different comfortability with the PlayStation.
Yeah, the PlayStation's uncomfortable because it's too small.
You think so?
Yeah, and I have small hands.
So why?
And I still think it's a small controller.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll play some Skate 2. You know?
Okay.
But anyway.
We're here to talk about The Idol, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's important.
You better get into it because I didn't watch it. Spoil it.
Oh, it'll be spoiled. There's not really that much to spoil. Listen, I'm very confused about a lot of the constant dialogue that I am hearing about this show because it just like doesn't match. The criticisms of the show don't really match what happens in the show, and then all of the weird like reporting trying to like make everybody seem like they're a monster who's involved has been refuted by everyone that's worked on the show. So there's like a weird like it's like they're out to get the show. And I don't understand it. Is it the greatest thing I've ever seen? Absolutely not. But it was interesting and entertaining and kind of crazy. And baffling, like horrific. The ending is horrific. It makes no sense. And there were clearly a lot of like just like frantic issues with production of the show. But again, it's because it was like, you know, it was noted to have been completely scrapped and started over. So they definitely like rushed.
Oh.
Yeah, so like some lady was supposed to direct the show and then they like wanted to take it in a different direction. So she left the show. And then after she left the show, all these reports came out about how it was just this like horrific show. But everybody who worked on it is like, yeah, it was a great time. Like everybody was nice and we had fun. You know, they're like, Lily Rose was a victim. And then she was like, I was good. Like it was fun. I signed up. Like it was a good time. Everybody was great. And then one of the ladies, I saw it like yesterday. She was like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. Like, we had a lot of fun. This show was fun. So it's weird. Anyway, let's get into it. The mood, fantastic. The shots, fantastic. The music is great. We start off, listen, it's uncomfortable how naked Lily Rose is, like, the whole time. She's, like, pretty much naked the whole time. On one side of it, she's super hot. So that's pretty tight. But it's very gratuitous, I would say. And that's a little much. But this show is portrayed as some like dark, like torture porn thing. That doesn't happen. It's supposed to be this like cult drama. That doesn't really happen. This show is actually like a satire on how stupid all of it is. on how stupid the music industry is and how being a star is stupid. And then there's a lot of flawed other things that happen along the way. But most of the time, this show is like a comedy. And I just don't see how anyone sees it as anything else. If it is trying to be a drama, like it is as off kilter as like The Room. You know, like it would be that far off its mark. And it just doesn't read as anything other than that. To me, like it's pretty clearly just a comedy. There's a bunch of like comedic actors, you know, like Hank Azaria's in the show. Eli Roth, not that he's like necessarily a comedic actor, but when he does act, he tends to be in more humorous roles, like in Inglourious Bastards, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a few other examples. Anyway, The Weeknd shows up and he has straight hair, and it's immediately like, this guy's a clown. And now The Weeknd himself has come out and said this. He's like, yeah, I don't know why everybody thinks this show's about like me trying to be cool. He's like, this guy sucks. Like, he's gross and is a scumbag. You're supposed to laugh at him. Like, you're supposed to think he's a clown. And it's like, yeah, he acts that way the whole time. It's like everything basically everything you read from people who made the show, when you watch the show, the things they say make sense. And then when you read like reviews of the show, it's like they didn't watch it. Because it's just not, it's like a really dramatic, like libtard political stance. It's weird. It's like people won't just say that they're uncomfortable with the sex in the show. It has to be like these people have like moral problems and like there was definitely abuse on set. But then the people on set are like, none of that happened. Like, it was great. So it's odd, like, where are you even pulling this information from? It's like a weird conspiracy thing. Anyway, he shows up. Well, so they start off with just Lily Rose doing some like photo shoot. The general premise is like she's a pop star, but her mom just died. Her mom was very controlling and was like her manager or whatever. So she had a nervous breakdown and they had to cancel her tour. And then this is like some photo shoot as they're trying to attempt like her comeback tour after canceling the last one, or comeback single, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just tits and booty cheeks. And I'm like, this show rips. And like but like beautiful, like symmetrical shots with like great sculptures and shit and like incredible hedge trimmings. Really lavish A-list stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just a ton of tits. And then just like, then there's like Hank Azaria and other people just like doing jokes, like her management team just talking industry shit that's absurd and very clearly, again, like satirical. And also, I will say one other thing the Weeknd pointed out that made a lot of sense is like I'm not supposed to relate to my character. Like, just like, I don't know why people think that. Like, my big hand in this show is the idol character. He's like, like me, the pop star guy. Like, I'm involved with this show from the pop star perspective, which is like, which is why, to me, the industry stuff is the most interesting part of the show. All the sex stuff kind of sucks and is weird. I will admit it. I don't really care about the personal relationships that happen, but the stuff between like her and the record company and the way that they act and the way the management acts and all that stuff, that's all the most interesting stuff, and it's funny and it's the most, you know what I mean? It's the most compelling part of the show. So all of that does kind of add up, and it does kind of add up why the other things would probably fall a little bit flat. So anyway, she's trying to do the shoot, whatever, and then a photo leaks of her with like jizz on her face. It's like a selfie. And it's like, oh, it's a new scandal. We got to like fix the scandal, you know? And then it just goes away because the show's pretty poorly written in that way, and that like they don't close their threads.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, there's a new crisis. We got to control the jizz thing, and then after episode 2, it's just gone. It's not even doesn't come up again. I don't think anybody remembered that it was a thing. And then I think in the he must be in every episode, but I don't know. At some point he owns a club, the Weeknd's character.
Mm-hmm.
She ends up there because like one of her backup dancers like brings her to the club. He like weasels his way into talking to her because he knows the girl that brought her. The star's name is Jocelyn, I should mention. So Jocelyn is brought there by some girl, and then she introduces them. And he's like real smooth and like says all the right shit and is like railing her at the club already.
Damn.
And it's like, right on. Do your thing. And then very quickly, he just keeps like playing all the right moves to like manipulate her into being like hyper interested in him. Like he knows how to play her.
What?
And so she very quickly, they're just like railing, and after a short amount of time, he's moving in.
What?
And then he's doing like crazy. He's like blindfolding her and like tying her up and beating the shit out of her and all this shit.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And it like rapidly goes more and more is the thing. Well, no. So there's at one point where he sits in a chair and like air fucks her with words. Like he doesn't touch her. And she just keeps moving around, and it's absurd. And the Weeknd himself is like, yeah, in that moment, he's way over his head. Like, he's not like a cool guy being this like sex guru. He's just like, he can't believe he's in that moment and actually made it this far. So anyway, it's later revealed. I'm just going to breeze through a bunch of this. It doesn't really matter. Eventually it's revealed that he has like a following of people, and like the girl that brought Jocelyn to the club originally is like a follower of his.
What?
Like almost like a cult leader, but I'm going to explain more. And then that he had premeditated this entire thing, that he was basically like obsessed with her and had like pre-orchestrated the whole thing and like knew what to say. Like he knew she was into Prince because of a thing, so knew to talk to her about Prince to like get her more in, you know, like all that type of shit. So it was like some slimy shit. But he has his whole crew of like followers but they're actually like a troupe of artists, and he's like trying to make a whole thing happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, he calls Mike Dean over to the house.
Actual Mike Dean?
Yeah, Mike Dean's in like 3 episodes of this show.
What the fuck?
And they start making... Here's the thing. All the songs they make like rip. Like, I think the music in this show absolutely slaps. Because she starts making like Mike Dean bangers like one after another. And it's my style, you know what I mean? And so I think all the music in this show like fucking rips.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so I'm in just on that. And then he like they start to have a falling out because she finds out that all the shit I just told you, that he set the whole thing up. So she freaks out and like kicks him out, but he doesn't leave, and it really drags out.
Yeah.
In the last episode, where he's just like drunk and keeps not leaving, and she just keeps telling him to leave, and then he just keeps not leaving, and then eventually security comes like 2 hours later. But anyway, he has like a bunch of musicians, and they're all like actually really talented, and then they all make music with Mike Dean, and then it's like a troupe thing.
Hell yeah.
And then and then they try to do a thing where they flip it, and it works almost, but then they double flip it and it sucked. So eventually they do it. There clearly was supposed to be 6 episodes, I think. I think that there's a controversy saying that they cut one of the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they did, because all of a sudden they do like 6 weeks later, and then there's a scene where there's 3 people talking and they just fill in the last 6 weeks. And it's like, well, that seems like that was where the last episode would have been, and you guys changed this ending.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That part's fishy. But, yeah, so they do a thing where that he shows up to her show in L.A. They wrote an article about him being like a monster and like a cult guy, and he lost his club and whatever.
Damn.
And then she was like, well, I'm the fucking star. Like, you keep forgetting that. Like, if anyone's going to make them famous, it's me, not you. You're just some loser. So they completely flipped their relationship. It's like a full 180 all of a sudden. And then he accuses her ex of rape publicly, like via some chick.
Damn.
And then she finds out it was all a thing and then kicks him out. And then he shows up to the venue for her show at the stadium in L.A. She leaves him a pass. He gets back there, and the security is like, she's never heard of you. Like, you're not allowed back there. But then they're like, nah, we're just kidding. You can go ahead. And I'm like, what the fuck? This would have been the right way to end it. Just do it like that.
Yeah.
Like, have him just get dissed and be at his lowest, okay? But then he goes back there and they talk. And then this is where it gets weird. So they do a cool flip where she's like, so there was a thing where he like beat her with a hairbrush because her mom used to. And he's like, I'm going to beat the fucking trauma out of you, and we're going to make some magic-ass music, was basically like the thing. Like, it's absurd, of course. But the reveal was that it wasn't her mom's old hairbrush that she beat her with. It was brand new, and it was new the whole time. So they tried to pull some twist where, like, she was in on it. And she was, like, letting him do all the stuff. Like, he thought he was manipulating her. But she was really just letting it all happen. And she was just trying to get pounded. Is basically how they tried to flip it.
Whoa.
But I don't know. That doesn't make sense. I could see how that could make sense. And then she would still be offended finding out that he set it up in advance. Like, maybe she was just trying to get laid and was playing along with everything else. So I don't know. It's still plausible. But then either way, then she goes like, I love you. But it's like, that's weird. He's a fucking creep. Like, he literally was like stalking you to set up your meeting.
Right.
And then she like brings him out on stage and is like, this is the love of my life, like at her show. And it's like, that doesn't make any sense. She also, again, accused her ex of rape. And that didn't get resolved, that plot. They just left that one hanging out in the open. So yeah, it's weird. He was creepy as hell. And then she's just like, but I love you, for real. But it just didn't make any sense. They just like tried way too hard, and it was a really lame, bad, poorly executed ending. But there was a lot of great stuff throughout the show. A lot of it didn't work and was messy, but there was like a lot of good stuff in there, and the mood and the shots and the music were always great. So I fuck with it. And it's like, if you just want to be like a soft little libtard baby and act like you never seen a chick get finger banged before, like, then go cry about it. But it was fun. Like, fucking have a good time. Watch a TV show. That's what I have to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We don't need no pussy boy mentality over. Like, it's a fucking show. Grow up. They put the little warning, nudity. Like, if you can't fucking handle it, turn it off.
Yeah.
It doesn't make this show like predatory.
Yeah.
They tried to be provocative. A lot of it didn't work and was kind of cringy, but it was still, entertaining and fun.
I'll have to check it out.
Dude, you'll love it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she's like auditioning for Eli Roth. It's in the last episode. They're like trying to prove that she's mentally well so that she can go back on tour.
Oh. Is it good?
She's just like shaking ass in a nightie. It's nuts. She like gives herself like a, what's that? She's like in a pile driver position. Like shaking ass.
I don't know what that is.
You never gave a girl a pile driver? It's when their neck is on the ground and the rest of their body's in the air and you're coming at an angle downward, slamming their neck into the ground. It's called a pile driver.
No.
Check it out. OnlyFans, Pornhub, you will find it. It's in the Kama Sutra, I think.
Is it called the pile driver in the Kama Sutra?
Probably. Isn't that how that works?
Yeah, I think they all have different names.
I'm surprised that was never your thing. You didn't become some Kama Sutra guy like buying weird oils and shit and like silk robes.
I don't have a nice robe to this day.
I'm surprised.
Do you have a robe? You don't have a robe.
I hate robes. I've never understood them.
I
put clothes on or walk in a towel. Like walk in a towel and then put clothes on. You don't need to have a hybrid of both. I don't like it.
Some of them are for lounging. Some of them are just
Even,
towels.
that's even more weird.
Yeah.
I could see a bath one over just a standard one. That's just, what, you're going to have your sack hanging out or you're going to have boxers on? Because if you're going to have boxers on, why even have the robe on?
You don't have to.
Just wear a shirt.
You can.
Like, what's the point? That's what I'm saying. It's useless. I don't get it.
You could wear like full.
That's some British ass stupid shit.
No, you could wear some full pants, shirt, and then robe.
That's stupid. That's so many clothes. I don't like that.
In the wintertime?
I don't do that. I'm not a scrawny little boy like you. I'm a big blubbery man.
I think a robe.
I got
a
a belly
choice.
full of nickels
But
right
I don't have
here
one.
that are keeping me nice and warm.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
It's heavy. Yeah, my back hurts. Because it's like wearing a, imagine you had a backpack on your chest all the time.
Damn.
With like 60 pounds in it.
Ow.
Yeah. That's just what being fat's like.
Right on.
It's like wearing a barrel.
That sounds uncomfortable.
But yeah, The Idol, great show. The music is awesome. He does a cover of Jealous. He does Jealous Guy, Dreaming of the Past. Love it. You know,
Yeah, I don't know that song actually.
like the Pusha T song, Dreaming of the Past.
Yeah.
So that samples like a John Lennon song.
Oh.
But he does like the Weeknd cover version, and it's just like synth and 808. It fucking rips.
Cool.
Or there might be live drums in it, but either way, it rips. It's awesome. Been slapping that one. But yeah, I'm a freak, yeah. That song rips. I'm just a freak, yeah. Like, come on. It's hitters, bro. Playboy Cardi has a song with Madonna because of this show.
Whoa.
God bless. Like, I'm with The Weeknd, bruh. All he does is make music about cocaine. It's sick. Cocaine and fucking.
And this just continues the legend of The Weeknd, you're saying?
I think that a lot of people really, really, really aggressively hate this show. Again, to a fault. Like, you can just dislike a show. It doesn't have to be like a platform when you run for office. Like, you know what I mean? People are like offended. It's like, who are you, Nancy Reagan?
A lot of people love to give input on movies, so I feel like it's few and far between that people are like that.
I think he probably will not get creative license like this on a show again, but his acting wasn't like horrific, I would say, and I think that he should definitely be allowed to be in more things. I think maybe, give Final Cut to somebody else, probably. But again, I feel like I'm watching a different show based on what I read about the show. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's a very bizarre situation. There's like a backlash to this show and that I'm not witnessing on screen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like some shows are bad. This is like it's crazy to me. People aren't just like it's bad. It's like this is like
a toxic show.
Yeah, like Call the Police. Meanwhile, Mel Gibson is making a sequel to The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But that's chill.
Nobody's
that's what we
saying
need.
anything
We need
about that.
Jesus IP to grow.
Jesus Christ.
Exactly. Well, also, it turns out the guy who plays Jesus in The Passion of the Christ, I was actually reading about this morning, he is a QAnon believer.
Oh my God.
And is an aggressive Catholic.
I mean, Hollywood's going
It's
off.
like, I'd rather fucking have The Weeknd bring his Canadian satanic values to our children on the Idol than watch a Mel Gibson movie. Mel Gibson, who actually is an active anti-Semitic man openly, is being allowed to do that. And that's cool. Well, it's not cool. People are definitely upset about that too. But not as much. Not people in Hollywood. That's the thing. A lot of this reaction is like in like Variety and Hollywood Reporter, and it's like industry people who are like trying to get their like claim to fame from the set.
That's aggravating.
You know, my guess is it's like somebody low level on the thing like walked by while they were filming something and didn't like it and was uncomfortable and then tried to blow it up into a big thing and people ran with it. That's my theory. Who knows? But seems like the stars all had a blast, and if that's the case, let's run it back. Season 2. Let's go. I would love it if HBO did it just to spite everybody.
I bet they'll do it.
I think the ratings were bad because the reaction was so bad. Like, it has like a 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like...
So it performed poorly because of this blowback, is what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know how popular it would have been either way, but yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people just made up their mind before they even watched it.
Well, I'm going to tune in because I ain't going to be left out.
But again, I'm saying overall, like it's like a C+ in terms of like how quality was this show, but it's like an A- in terms of like entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, but if you want to critique like the writing of the show, like I said, they leave plot lines just all over the place, and then the ending makes no sense. Like the actual like writing construction of the show is a mess. I 100%. I'm not saying this is like I'm so zagging from what everybody else is saying and that this is like a masterpiece by any means. It is not. It's not that.
Got it.
But it's fun and entertaining and ridiculous and great, you know. They tried to do something interesting. Good for them. Let people try.
Yeah.
Why are we against trying?
We're not.
You know, because you know who doesn't try? All your little favorite comic book films. They don't try.
True.
You going to see Blue Beetle?
Nope. Who is Blue Beetle?
Like the real character's name or the actor?
Either or.
The actor, it's the kid from Cobra Kai who broke his spine in the show.
And now what? Is he okay? Is he in a wheelchair?
No, he healed himself right back up, no problem, and then he like went down to Brazil to meet his dad or something, and I turned it off. It got so crazy, I turned it off in that last.
Is this a documentary?
Cobra Kai?
Oh, I meant the. Okay, cool, got it.
He did not break his back in real life,
I understand.
and then become a superhero in a movie.
Anyway, Blue Beetle? What kind of name is that?
I know. They're really at the bottom of the barrel.
Terrible. They gotta chill. They really have to. It's getting really old. Anyway, no. I didn't see that.
He goes down on her in a convertible. They just start fucking in a convertible while they're driving down the street. It's nuts.
In the Idol?
Yeah, like in the Idol. Like
Oh
I don't know.
my God.
Here's the thing. Here's one more thing I want to say. They say that there's like no sympathy for Lily Rose Depp. I don't think that that's true. I think that like they portray her as getting manipulated. And to me, it felt sad. Like I was sad watching her get manipulated.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was cool or entertaining, and I don't think you're supposed to.
Right.
That's what they're saying. Like, this is supposed to be like a kind of gross, uncomfortable thing, but this is the type of shit. Like, you know what I mean? This is what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I lost it.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
It's supposed to be kind of like a gross depiction.
No, that wasn't the thing.
Well, right on.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I think that like you were supposed to feel bad for her. I don't think that the show like neglected to do that part. And they also do a pretty clear job of showing that like he's in over his head and he didn't think he would get this far and like that he'd be this successful at manipulating her to this point. I think that that is also very clear in the show. Anyway, you had some stories you wanted to tell.
Oh, no, not anymore.
Why not?
Oh, I don't think I could get through it, you know?
Why? We got plenty of time.
Oh.
Or because you're too high?
Yeah, for sure.
You look like a disaster. You didn't hear a word I just said. I just talked for 35 minutes.
I totally heard you. I was listening to the story of the Idol by Adam, you know?
It's a good show.
Yeah. But it sounds a
Stand by it.
little controversial.
It's
you know?
very controversial. I would say unnecessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I've gathered from your from your findings. I haven't seen it at all.
I'm just saying, like, I've seen Two Girls, One Cup. A TV show is never going to do anything to me that could ever affect me in any way. So I just don't get it, I think. I think there's a lot of cotton candy.
What a gross comparison.
Well, it's true. It's like I think there's a lot of cotton candy pussy boys out there that ain't never seen nothing, and they're like, "Oh, he's smacking Lily Rose in the ass. Like this is traumatic." And it's like
that is one of the only clips that I've seen from the show is of the ass smacking of the other guy.
Who don't be smacking ass? Everybody smacks ass.
Right on.
See, this is what I mean. You're a pussy, too. You're the exact type of bitch.
I just haven't seen the show.
No, see, you're the exact type of bitch who would because you'll like the show in private, but you would never admit it publicly either way.
That's
because
not
you're
true.
soft. You're afraid of the woke mind virus mob coming after you.
Y'all need to chill. Stay away from me.
Yeah. Did you see Donnie T at UFC last night?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Dude, they brought him out like a fighter. Like they put the spotlight on him as he walked to his seat with like music. I was like, this is fucking hilarious. This guy's a clown.
That's amazing.
He's so fucking ridiculous.
Do you think that
fighters always like they'll win and they climb the cage and they go dap him up and shit? And it's like, of course. How could you not do that? And that's so funny.
Yeah.
Now, there are guys who are, like, dead serious, though, that go up to him and are like, you're the man, brother, you know, and that's cringy. But
how often is that?
There's a few. But also, you never know which guys. A lot of guys do like, characters. They're smart to market themselves, and they don't show. They're a persona, you know. They're not, like, showing them their true selves. So it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But there are guys who are like right-wing UFC fighters. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot. There's one guy who just fought. I forget his name, but he has like a shaved head. He's a lanky white guy. His whole thing is like, I'm the Republican guy. It's a weird
Real
thing.
Stars and Stripes outfit.
But it worked because he has attention and he gets like billed pretty decently. So it like kind of worked. But I don't know if it's real or just a show.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, it was hilarious when they brought him out. I couldn't believe it.
They got any like Jesus types, you know, in fighting?
Yeah, a ton of people are very religious also because it just goes with the territory. Any type of athlete in general, but also in combat stuff, they're always going to be a bunch of religious guys too. My guy's Sean O'Malley in UFC. I'm riding that train.
What's he like?
I haven't missed one of his fights in I don't know. I've seen his last 8-9 fights or something. He's great. He has rainbow hair and he smokes a ton of weed and he's really funny and he knocks people the fuck out. He's really exciting. He attacks and tries to fucking fight.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm not too technical with a lot of the terminology, nor shall I ever really get to that point, frankly.
That's real.
But yeah, good stuff. All right, tell your story. You're ready now.
I don't have a story.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You said something about
no.
some kitchen thing. You're like, oh, I'm geared up. This is what I brought for the episode. You told me what I need to say to prompt you. You told me to prepare some questions on my show.
No, I didn't.
Because you had so much to talk about.
No, I don't remember what it was going to be.
Something about a kitchen, something.
Yeah.
Something happened to you yesterday.
There was no way
You said it was about yesterday.
There was no way to paraphrase it.
How?
Without the companies.
Yes, there is.
I tried to think of different ways.
Say McDonald's. Say fake, a thing that it's not. I don't know how hard that is.
It's hard. It's hard.
No.
Because of the specifics.
Don't say the specifics. That's the whole thing. Just don't say names or businesses. I can't. Well, that's anticlimactic. Way to ruin the episode.
Yeah, I know.
This guy coming through with nothing.
I know.
You know what's going to happen, too? You're going to tell me off the mic, and it's
I
gonna
know.
And no, hold on. And it's going to be such an easy thing to avoid, and you're just being really dumb and anxious, I bet, and then I'm going to be upset. And for that, I'm not going to pause it and give you the opportunity to tell me, because we're just going to find out. That's the experiment. And then I'll tell you guys next week with full details either way. He won't be here to know. Shh.
Hang on. It'll come.
I also should mention Justis is in his Vinny Chase gear today. He even kind of has the haircut, like the later seasons when he had shorter hair. He's got some baggy, bright blue trousers on, a lime green soccer tee with a scoop neck, and a gold Italian boy chain on.
Hey, how's it going?
You know what your line should have been right there?
What?
That you missed?
What?
You should have hit me with, I am Queens Boulevard. It's Vinny Chase's big line.
I wouldn't have known that. I haven't watched Entourage.
Well, that's embarrassing. That show also has a bad rep.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
it had a great reputation when it was on, and then, it started to get a negative one because everybody got annoying, and people are starting to come back around now again. But either way, it's a show about male friendship. There is some occasional nudity. That's all. Great show. Hilarious.
We could talk about Cozy Corner.
Okay.
With the Cozy Corner for the first time.
The diner?
Yeah.
It's kind of mid.
Oh, word.
Why, you loved it?
Had a great time.
Well, that's great for you. California?
Yes.
I'm
pretty sure. No, the one in Logan. Off Elston.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was really good though. I got some pancakes, you know what I'm saying?
3?
No, 2.
Okay.
2 eggs.
What's the diameter?
They're like 6 inches.
Okay.
No, I would say like 5.
But thin?
No, relatively like medium,
Okay,
fluffy.
but not fluffers.
Not super fluffy.
Not big fluffers.
Not
like
big.
Nugget.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's true.
The gold standard.
It was nice. It was a good fluff. It's their own recipe. It is advertised as such, and it tasted like it.
Uh-huh.
It was really nice. And then the eggs were really good. I got a set of hollandaise just to try it.
There you go.
I didn't eat all of it, but
Yeah.
it's not really worth it. I'll tell you that
They
much.
give you a lot when you
But
get a
it's
side of
good.
hollandaise. It doesn't come in a little cup. It comes in a bowl usually.
Yeah, it was nice, honestly.
I'm a
Like,
big Benny guy.
I would have done eggs Benedict if I didn't get the pancakes, you know.
That's always the thing.
Yep.
Well, so at the Nug, you can get one pancake as a side for like $3 or something. So sometimes I'll get a Benny
Yeah.
and a side pancake.
Yeah.
But that is a lot of bread.
It is. It's too much for me.
I just had their Monte Cristo yesterday, which is made with French toast as the bread. And they put like a pound of turkey and a pound of ham
Holy
on
shit.
on the sandwich. It's insane. And it comes with hash browns. And I get a little side of syrup. And I dip my little French toast buns in there. And it's fucking sweet and savory, baby.
That
Because they don't do like a jam or anything like a traditional Monte Cristo. So you got to get syrup or butter or something.
yeah.
And
Dang.
syrup's not bad on Swiss cheese. Who knew?
Yeah.
Well, me. I like syrup on pizza.
I love
It's
it
low-key
on
a thing.
I love it on a lot of things.
Yeah, it's great. It's great on eggs, bacon, sausage. It's great on everything. For breakfast, pretty much.
Yep.
I think I've had it on mac and cheese, and I think that was fine. But that's a little much.
I can see it. If it's
Yeah.
a little crispy.
Ice cream, excellent.
Yeah. Like in the ice cream.
Yeah, like or just like a drizzle on top. But I stir it around inevitably. But it's like like the hot honey alternative.
I've had
you
maple
weren't aware
syrup
of.
more
It's-
than I've had hot honey on anything.
Yeah, sure. But I'm saying like the things you can put hot honey on, you could put syrup on because you could put honey on it. And they're the same basically.
Yeah.
But
They're
there's
a
things
little
there's
different.
there's things you put syrup on you wouldn't probably want honey on. I don't want honey on pancakes or any of those meats we just mentioned.
Yeah.
Honey don't go on meat.
It does sometimes. It's a thing.
Not for me.
Yeah.
That's some Polish ass shit.
I could get down on it.
Find anything good on your phone?
No.
Just put it down.
Nothing
Just
yet.
put it down.
I did remember a couple of the things.
Oh, so you actually just forgot the story.
Yeah. What do you mean? No. There was. I don't know if I could get back to that story.
Okay, what do you remember then? What are you talking about?
We could talk about. I heard that Margie's was closing. We didn't talk about Margie's ever.
Candies?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's closing?
One of the locations was closing allegedly.
They only have 2 locations.
Yeah.
So the other one, not the original one, I would assume.
I don't know.
So you have no information, but we should talk about it.
I just didn't know if you heard anything about it.
Nope. Sure didn't. Where'd you hear that?
Through the grapevine.
Oh, so it's a fake made up story.
No, I swear.
You ever have a rainbow cone?
No.
Me either.
You could franchise them. Well, I was going to ask if you've been to Summerfest. That was what it was.
I
the whole
have.
time.
I went a few times as a kid and then once with Juan.
Do you remember? Oh, sick. So when did you
and
go?
Jen. Shut up.
When
To
did you
the
go to?
homies. Brand New was playing. So I don't know. It had to be like 8 years ago. Just guessing.
Damn.
7, 6, something like that. It sucked because they have all those metal bleachers out for sitting, but everybody was standing
Stands on them.
on top of them.
Yep.
It's like, well, why don't we just not have these here? Or why don't we just stand in front of the bleachers on the ground?
It's so stupid.
Yeah, there's just no logic to it. It doesn't make you any taller if we're all still at the same height, so we can just be on the ground. And then people don't have to fall down.
Yeah.
Like, this just makes no sense. It's horrible.
Did it rain at all for yours?
Actually, a little bit, I think, but it was fine.
Terrible.
And I think we pretty much just saw Brand New and left. Like, it was an in and out thing. But it's cool that it's, like, cheap to get in and all that. It's like $20 or whatever.
Yeah. Did you see Brand New at Riot Fest?
Twice.
Damn.
Two different Riot Fests, yeah. And I saw them in Milwaukee at the rave once.
I saw them that night too. I'm pretty sure.
Did we go together? No.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure we did. With Justin and I'm pretty sure Tom was there.
But we weren't in the same car.
Were you in Juan's car? I feel like I was in Juan's car.
I don't know. we'll revisit that one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there was a ton of us up there. There was like 12 of us total.
I was just going to say, there was like 12 people there.
Yeah, so maybe.
A lot of people pulled
So,
up.
yeah. That one.
That's when I learned that Milwaukee crowds kind of suck.
Yeah, they always do. That was
No
the first
offense.
time I'd ever been to the upstairs there. I'm always at the shitty downstairs at the rave.
Yeah, I
The
think I've
rave's
only ever been
horrible.
upstairs.
Oh,
The ballroom part.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
But
they did Devil and God front to back that night. That was great.
I feel like the Front Bottoms played first too, right?
Yeah, they suck. I don't like them.
I fucking loved that show. I had a great time.
Yeah, but yeah, a bunch of pussies up there. They're always like, "Hey, this is my spot. Like, stop pushing me. Stop. Hey, you're bumping into me." It's like, yeah, there's a crowd of people moving at once. Like, why did you think you were just gonna stand still and like hang out? Because that's the thing. They just want to stand and have a beer in their hand because they're in Wisconsin and they're all alcoholics.
Yeah, it was wild last night.
They have no concept of anything else. It's like, my dream is to sit and look at green grass with the sun out and drink a beer. And hopefully there's some jams on.
So
Bunch of boozers.
that's obviously, relative to your visits to Summerfest for the times that you were there, right? Kind of like everybody's got a Wisconsin crowd standing on the fucking rafters. I didn't like it.
Well, I assume people stand on the rafters every time then if that happened with you also.
Right.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I don't remember it really at all, so I don't remember that. But
I went in
I assume maybe for more chill acts people don't really want to see, they don't stand on them, but that's about it.
like, if you want to see the moment that people start standing, you're fucked.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's like, what?
It's really dumb. At least you're tall, but
Yeah.
again, could just be tall on the ground.
Maybe it's, I don't know. I was in fact standing on the benches last night for Fleet Foxes.
What I liked about Hyde Park Summerfest was they built the stage like double the height it would normally be at a festival, so you could see the performers from very far away and like any angle. It was great.
Oh, that's sick.
I also learned that black people really love cigars.
Yeah?
Yeah. I would say like nobody was really smoking cigarettes and more people were smoking cigars than weed. And there was a lot of people smoking weed. There was a lot of people were smoking cigars. They smelled great. I had no problem with it, but like more cigars in one place than I'd ever seen in my life, honestly. Like, there could have been a cigar convention. There was enough cigars there.
You went for...
Here's the thing. To anybody, any cigar company out there, if you're able to vend, I doubt it, because that's like illegal probably. But if you were able to vend at a festival, go to Hyde Park Summerfest. You'll sell cigars out the wazoo. And I also learned there that black people know Nirvana and know the words.
Why?
Because the warm-up DJ...
Played Nirvana?
Yeah, at one point mixed in Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I was like, oh, God, I hate this song. And he even felt the need to, like, clarify it. He came on mic, and he was like, I'm just trying to play something fun real quick. Like he was like, I'm not like, you know what I mean? He didn't want people to be like, hey, what the fuck? People knew the words. He was like muting it, and people would finish the lyric and shit. I'm like, what? I don't know the words of this song. I hate this song. It's incredibly overplayed. Maybe not for black people. That makes more sense. It's still a novelty for them. I get it. Had to talk it out.
Yeah. Right on. You got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great time.
I know all the words of Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I'm a huge Nirvana fan, in fact.
I know. It's cringy.
Yeah, I know.
What a normie.
Yep.
You like AC/DC?
No. Not a fan.
I
I know a lot of those songs.
Yeah, me too, actually.
It's not a good thing, though.
No. I like the song that they use in The Bear, though. Which one is that?
Couldn't tell you. I'm not even...
It's an older one. It's when
I've only seen the first
dude
episode
was
of the
still in
second season.
Oh, you're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. You come on to my show. You haven't even seen The Bear.
Yep.
It's the best show on television. What are you watching?
The Simpsons.
Still?
Yep.
Move on.
No, I'm not done.
It's never going to be done. The Simpsons is forever.
That's hilarious. All right, I'm down.
You got to watch The Bear. It's more important.
Whatever. Whatever.
It's about Chicago restaurants.
Maybe this is what I was trying to get out, and I thought that it was going to happen naturally.
What, that you...
Are
you trying to tell me that you actually don't really like The Bear?
I got all your blowbacks, actually. I loved Asteroid City.
Are you trying to zag on The Bear,
and I haven't seen The Bear.
So you're zagging on it.
I don't think so.
Are you trying to be the guy... like the way how I'm the guy who's like, The Idol's not that bad, you're going to be like, The Bear's not that good?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle a whole other season of it. I don't know if I'm ready. You know?
Oh, because you're a pussy boy and you can't handle watching things.
Yeah, I heard it's even worse in the first season with like the kitchen abuse or whatever.
It is not. They're remodeling most of the time.
Okay, cool. Right on.
There's more family abuse.
God damn it.
Watch it. I can't spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. Listen to my episode if you want spoilers.
Yeah. I haven't listened to it because I haven't watched it.
Well, you gotta get on that.
And
yeah, Asteroid City was terrible, though. You're a clown.
I loved it.
Literally, when we talked about this in person, well, we're in person, but when we talked about this prior, you literally were like, yeah, I didn't really like anything about the story or the characters. I just liked that it was colorful.
I didn't. I said it? Before I saw it?
No. That was what you narrowed down your assessment of the movie to.
Oh, well. The fact that it was nice and colorful and fun, it's just like
that makes it a great movie? Like, no.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty great. I want to watch it again.
Well, then by those standards, The Idol is a great TV show because it looks good.
Dope.
Things just need to look good, then best show ever made.
Right on. Hell yeah.
Asteroid City's trash.
But yeah.
Fix those curly cues. You're driving me insane. You have like 5 Superman curls coming down on your head.
I don't have a hat today, except for my Monaco thing.
The visor?
Yep.
You're a big visor guy now?
Yep.
Right on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for us to tap out. Justis has to go to his pussy boy meeting with all his other pussy boys.
Gym tan laundry.
So you can go cry about whatever.
Are you excited for Riot Fest?
Not really. Just Death Grips.
You're going to go though, right? That's the same night as The Cure, I thought. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm going all 3. It's coming up.
Oh, okay.
In September.
There you go. How about Pitchfork?
Nope, not going.
Yeah?
It's this week.
You're not stoked
It's
on
a
it
week
at
from
all?
I'm not going.
What?
Why would I be stoked to something I'm not going to?
I don't know. Maybe like the live streams or something.
Not a chance. No, not interested.
If they do that,
Yeah, sometimes.
I think they do. Yeah.
All right, rate, review, subscribe to Requiem for a Tuesday. We got to get out of here. Microwaveminutes.com, whatever else. He has 9 websites. Go check them all out.
Woo!
Rate, review, subscribe, share, tell people numbers are looking nice, make them nicer, whatever. Who cares? Remember, I are fat, you are fat, we are fat. Cook you later.